This is a Prince George's County Public Schools news break.
So I got that statue there so we could bring busloads of kids here so we could tell the story. And the story of his life, first African American to get a PhD.
That statue of renowned biologist Ernest Just was unveiled recently at the middle school that bears his name. Surrounded by members of the fraternity he helped found, the bronze likeness of Dr. Just is a tangible reminder to all who see it of an African-American scientist whose life was both historic and humane.
Dr. Just had an impact on for more than 30 years on every serious student that graduated from Howard University. He had an impact on the scientific community, recognized by the work that is carried on today at the Marine Biology Laboratory at Woods Hole and the Ernest Just Symposium that is held every year at the Medical University of South Carolina.
Dr. Just has been a shining role model for us in Prince George's County and needs to become a model for all of our students, not just the ones who will matriculate here at Ernest Just Middle School.
A gifted student who was fascinated as a child with marine organisms, Ernest Just went on to earn degrees with top honors from Dartmouth College and the University of Chicago. But it was hardly an easy journey. The loss of his father at an early age and the racial barriers in the early 1900s made for stumbling blocks as young Ernest tried to climb the academic ladder. But climb it and triumph over it he did. His long professorship at Howard University's medical school and his experiments done at the famed Woods Hole lab in Massachusetts culminated in landmark discoveries in cellular biology. And through it all, with little money, jealous colleagues, and internment in France during World War II, Dr. Just found time to care for his family and just keep on going.
The one thing that really impressed me, apart from being a humanitarian, he was persistent. The man was persistent. I mean, no amount of adversity will deter him. And that is the one thing that we hope children everywhere take from Dr. Just.
For the sculptor and those who bear witness to his rendering of Dr. Just, there is plenty of inspiration to be found in this well-lived life.
He's holding a book, and he's an educator primarily. That's how I depicted him. He's roughly in his early 30s. I wanted a sense of pride and a sense of self about the sculpture so that the students would see a very proud individual and be proud of their school as well.
But because he was motivated as such a young child, then my doctorate is in developmental behavior, so I understand about motivating young children. And I think it's important for the youngest children to have things to see, reflections, so that their dreams, can become a little more tangible.
As Ernest Just fraternity brothers sang the Omega Psi Phi song at his feet, a smile seemed to cross the scientist's face. And if he heard what the young people who are now viewing his likeness are saying, even bronze couldn't hold back a grin.
I think that the sculpture is going to remind the kids that come here this year what the school is about, because last year, this is my first year here last year, and nobody understood why it was called Ernest Just.
I just think that, wow, someone actually captured his greatness, because he was a really brilliant, he was a really smart man. He really was. He talked with people from abroad. He met people that no African American at that time would actually meet. So I really think that it was a really good accomplishment, and the sculpture did a really good job. Congratulations to Ernest Just Middle School for personifying the school's namesake and thus giving its students a role model for the ages. For Channels 96 and 38, this is Dave Zarin reporting.